Porque ahora no ponen música alta, pero ponen un blim 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 blam blim 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 blim.
Well, here we go. You've been waiting for this. She's consumed. Nothing left to do except for me to get that life raft out and chuck it over the side. The boys see it. They start making their way out. They got their jackets on. And I'm sitting there in disbelief, getting ready for my dismount. In my head, I figure I'm going to ride her down. So I get up on the bench and I wait for her to lower myself down to the water. And then I just take a step off into the drink. I sat there for a good 30 seconds in disbelief, watching her go down, just speechless. And then I realized it's time for the real challenge of what's ahead. You guys okay?
We're all good, we're all safe.
I love you guys. Now fast forwarding 45 seconds, I'm looking back. She's completely submerged and heading to the bottom.
Yeah, he loved his fat ass. Yeah, he loved his fat ass.
When a group of bitches hate you, you fucking poppin'. That's multiple bitches who can't fucking stand you. They sit in a circle and talk about you. Give yourself a high five, bitch. You fucking poppin'.
How that man ever gonna trust you if you keep catching him cheating? Mind your business. Moral of the story. What I look like arguing with somebody else's baby mama? Ma'am, fuck you. Respectfully.
Creep on in, on in, on in.
Remember the college baseball team that found paint thinner in their cooler and then proceeded to win by 31? Well, it turns out it was a random 12-year-old boy, and it wasn't paint thinner. It was actually paint that they used to put lines on the field. And it turns out he isn't associated with either school because, I mean, he's 12, but he will be dealing with some hefty charges.
Porque ahora no ponen música alta, pero ponen un blim 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 blam blim 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 blim.
Yeah, he loved his fat ass.
Funny guys are dangerous. They will make you laugh and laugh and laugh and laugh. And then poof, your clothes are off.
I have two uniforms for work. This and what's under this, which I cannot show you because it's nothing.
And I just brought in some ends, little bitches the first of the month. Ryan, I'm in the game, little bitch, I'm much of the city, I'm afraid of the sun. I went and paid in the bills, I switch shit up, I wanted it, nobody done.
Far for you, so far for you. And just like that, all I breathe, all I feel, you are all for me.
Men with good dick think they have control of you. Motherfucker, please. First of all, yes, sir.
So we're heading back to hand air dryers for this episode of How Germy Is It? After seeing the results from the last time, I wanted to do this experiment again and do one control to simulate shaking my hands dry. And that should do it. Then I went to a couple more locations to solidify my findings and put them all in an incubator to grow. And let's see what we found out. First, let's see how the shaking or the wave dry work. Okay, so as far as I can tell, there's no visible growth. And here's the hand dryer in that same location. Okay, there's still quite a bit of nasty stuff coming out of that. This one's at a gas station. Still pretty nasty. Here's this hand dryer at a movie theater. Not as bad as the last one, but still more than I would like. And this hand dryer at a store. Okay, well, based off of this test, it looks like waving your hand dry is the best option.
You know what time it is, bitch? Dance. Dance, bitch, dance. Dance, bitch, dance. Hey, dance. Okay, you good. You safe. You safe. You safe. Okay. I like that dance, ho. Okay.
Like your main type?
I want a big boy to pick me up and fuck me.
It's driving me out of my mind. That's why it's hard for me to find.
I have two uniforms for work. This and what's under this, which I cannot show you because it's nothing.
Si se pone de espalda porque quiere po toma, dale, toma, dale, toma, 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 dale, toma, dale, toma.
If you're a thick girl, 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 do your thing.
What you doing out here with all these thighs? Double hammed up on a Monday afternoon, hella legs, the sun is still shining.
Show your baggy fit. Then what's underneath?
Most horrifying things ever live streamed part 17, trigger warning. This one has me all twisted up inside. In January, a 26-year-old Wisconsin man went live on Facebook after killing the mother of his child. They were going through a breakup and had a serious domestic dispute prior to the incident. Throughout the live, he yells out to police to come and get his son. He admits that he had already opened fire on them. Sadly, a bystander was caught between the crossfire and killed. He repeatedly apologizes and stammers it's over. At one point, he even calls out a friend and instructs him to watch over his son. Despite people pleading with him, his mind was made up. He headed out of frame to say a prayer, set up a TV show for his son, and then proceeded to end both the video and, well, I'm sure you don't need me to say the words. Some may find this video upsetting.
Just come get my son first! Hey, y'all, I just want to say I'm sorry. This is going to be the last day y'all hear from me, bro. She did. Police right there. It's over with. It's over with. It's over with. That's a whole body right there, bro. I'm not the right person, bro. Me mentally, like, I've been through too much. Y'all, nothing. Y'all finna have to kill me, bro. Cause I'm ready to go. We done talking. Watch yourself, okay? Your strongest battles to your strongest angels. I failed you and everybody else. Please continue to watch over my son as he live his life. And I pray best for his mama and her family. I'm gonna end this video, but Sean, any money you owe me, bro, give it to her parents. And always check up on my son, bro. Stay in contact with her. I love everybody.
Hill County 911, what's your emergency?
I just killed my children.
Excuse me?
I just killed my children.
Where are you?
I'm in the abandoned house on Highway 77 right after you go underneath the highway. One of them's still alive. Hurry.
Under what highway? You're on Highway 77 where?
I'm on Highway 77 right after you go under 35 going towards Milford. Get an ambulance out here to save the one that didn't die. Come on. Hurry up.
What's your name?
Call them. Have you already called them?
Yes, ma'am, I have.
Okay.
I need your name.
I don't want to tell you my name.
Are you in your car?
No, I'm not in my car. I'm in the house walking around. And one of them's still alive for real. She's asking to be saved, and I couldn't handle that.
Okay. Well, we've got people in route. Get an ambulance, because one of them's still alive, she said. Can you tell me what happened?
I don't want to say.
How many children do you have?
Two.
Two?
Is dead. One of them is dead. She's dead. But the other one, she wants to be saved, and she needs to be saved, and I don't see any light.
Honey, they're coming. They're coming. Do you have any weapons?
I do. I have a knife. Should I throw it away?
No, ma'am. Just Just put it in. She's got a 9.
Just hurry.
Okay, we're on our way.
These are 8 horrifying facts that will probably keep you up at night. In ancient Rome, soldiers used to drink fresh warm blood to cure epilepsy. There are antidepressants that eliminate someone's ability to feel love and compassion. The Exorcist movie resulted in many of its cast dying, including 2 actors whose characters died in the movie. In 2017, an asteroid named AG-13 passed by our home planet with less than the distance of the moon. Scientists saw it coming only 2 days before it could have hit Earth. One of the most haunted dolls is Robert. It belonged to a child named Eugene in 1904. The 2 most dangerous books are called Shams al-Ma'arif and Al-Ghazali. They carry rituals for summoning demons. In ancient England, people used tops of hollowed human skulls to drink and eat. At Harvard University, there's a book bound in human skin, like for part 6.
10, but she always got a fucking attitude, and she always thinks she's right, and she always wants to fucking argue, and then if she don't ever get her way, she throws a fit and starts crying, or just doesn't talk to me, and she's always fucking hungry, but when I ask her what the fuck she wants to eat, she don't know what the fuck she want to eat.
So you had a brilliant idea, and this little fake-ass bitch pretended to be your friend and was stealing your creative ideas. Now they want to come back in and try and siphon your energy again. This bitch and their friends have been talking about your style and gossiping about you. They copied you even though they made fun of how you dress, talk down to your spiritual beliefs, but they're copying everything these mean bitches are about to fuck around and find out that the life you're destined for that they want so badly comes with going through pure hell along the way. They could never survive what you went through.
I hate having a fat ass because everybody wants you to shake it. Babes, this shit is too heavy. I can't move it.
Meanwhile, this nigga putting his hands on me. Swear y'all know.
Make it pop, make that pistol pop.
What can I say? The ass was sitting. It was sitting. I do understand why he was intrigued.
If you're a thick girl, 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 do your thing.
My daddy taught me to never go to bed lonely. He said if your well run dry and your little black book don't work and you're making phone calls and you can't get nobody to answer, he said there's always a big pimp in the sky. He said you just need to call out to him. And this is the way he showed me. He said, big pimp in the sky, if you're there, I need a hoe tonight. Big pimp in the sky, if you're there, I need a hoe tonight, and I'll treat her right. I got that from my daddy. Thank you, Daddy.
Hey yo, TikTok, I'm super late, but I'm terribly sorry. This dude right here is a freaking genius, yo. He only 21. His TikTok name was Dr. Parkenstein. He's a true genius of our time, and I'm not even kidding. As you guys know, TikTok love banning people that speaking the truth. This guy is literally creating electricity in his backyard. It's magnificent. His page is banned and gone. Yep, see what I mean? Banned. His page is completely gone. I wanted to show you guys a quick video of his work, but before I do, go follow my backup page. This is my backup page right here, Sean Namato 2. Peace and love, family.
Okay, today I'm going to be replacing one of the commercial capacitors on the magnifying transmitter with a saltwater capacitor. So here's the capacitor I will be replacing. It exploded yesterday. So each of these 14 nanofarad commercial capacitors are rated to handle 20,000 volts AC. So this transformer is only putting in 7,200 volts to the tank circuit, and these capacitors are rated at 20,000 volts AC. So the reason that capacitor exploded was because the tank circuit was resonating. So this is the bucket I will be making the capacitor in. I will be using these Topo Chico bottles to make the capacitor. So since this will be a temporary capacitor until I can order another commercial capacitor, I'm not going to be filling these bottles with salt water because the mineral water that's already in the bottle.
If you thick and you know it, clap your ass. If you thick and you know it, clap your ass. If you thick and you know it, do not be afraid to show it. If you thick and you know it, clap your ass. If you thick and you know
But she always got a fucking attitude, and she always thinks she's right, and she always wants to fucking argue. And then if she don't ever get her way, she throws a fit and starts crying, or just doesn't talk to me. And she's always fucking hungry, but when I ask her what the fuck she wants to eat, she don't know what the fuck she want to eat. Who am I talking about?
You look at influencer marketing, there are millions making $100,000 a year.
So many of these markets are winner-take-all markets.
On the platform side.
What do you mean?
Google, Facebook, TikTok.
I'm talking about on the individual side.
No, on the individual side, the long tail of creators is extremely long. It's winner take all if you define success $1 million. If you define success $80,000, it's astonishing. And I keep telling a lot of my corporate friends and leaders, you're worried about the great resignation? Wait till you see the great never applying in the first place. You've got an entire generation of kids growing up on Roblox, TikTok, Fortnite, who are like, I could work at IBM or VaynerMedia or whatever, or I can make $61K doing X, Y, and Z. I'll keep building, maybe I get to 200K, and it is a blind spot to the establishment at scale. And so what we talk about is these kids are entitled. They're not entitled, they're aware of their options.
Busy thinking about
This right here is how everyone should be walking. Into a Red Lobster. Letting my girl try on my orthopedic Jordan.
My booty don't jiggle jiggle. It's flat. You want to see it wiggle wiggle. It can't. And it's doing the best that it can, so I think that you should actually just be nice about it. Because some of us can't help it. Yeah.
I have rapped in a program I did, a Weird Weekends episode about rap.
Can you remember any of the rap that you did?
My money don't jiggle jiggle, it folds. I like to see you wiggle wiggle, for sure. It makes me wanna dribble dribble. You know, riding in my Fiat. You
You're a fucking 35-year-old man, dude. And that's a...
So I love what you're doing here. So we're going to open the car door, draw, and unload, right? Perfect.
I have two uniforms for work. This and what's under this, which I cannot show you because it's nothing. Okay, fine. I'll post a Twitter pic of what's under this. Okay?
we will go.
What is your worst blinded by horniness story of your teenage years? When I was 15 in high school, a group of my friends were talking about easy ways to score. After a couple of hours of conversation, we came up with the idea of going to the adult offender registry and looking up women that had offended near us and showing up in their place since the address is in the registry. This was in the early days of the internet, 2005, so a couple of days after that conversation I pulled up the adult offenders registry and looked up my options. There was hundreds of men in there, some of which I had seen around town, but only 2 women in total, and only one of those was in walking distance. So I made-quested and printed her address and picture and set off to her place. When I get there and see that it was in the projects, I had a thought that this was a terrible idea. I didn't have a plan, I was in the projects and I had no idea of the dangers I was placing myself in. Nevertheless, I pushed on. I get to the building and go to the 3rd floor and knock on the door. My heart is racing and my sausage is throbbing. She opens the door and a very pronounced smell of Pall Malls comes out, and I gaze upon this specimen, greasy-looking white lady in her 40s, house clothes with stains, and the cigarette smell very strongly in her scraggly brown hair. When she said, "How can I help you?" I just said, "Ma'am, I don't want to cause you any trouble, but I just walked 7 miles because I looked you up in the offenders registry hoping to get offended by you." The lady turned red in anger and shoved me in her apartment. She sat me in her couch and gave me a long speech about being safe and how stupid I was. When she was done, me still being blinded by my hormones, asked, "So can I at least get something done to me?" I did walk this long. The lady gets mad again and tells me, "Is this what you want?" and proceeds to vacuum my sausage. I finished very quickly into the process, and then when I had my post-frosting clarity, I realized how gross this lady was and how absolutely wrong I was. I started crying. I told her, "I'm sorry I harassed you and unloaded in your mouth." She swallowed my sausage filler, got up, went to the kitchen and gave me a glass of Kool-Aid. She told me to take it easy and not tell anyone.
The songs you sing out loud actually manifest, so be careful of that.
It's a whole lot of money in this motherfucker.
For you, still falling for you, and just like that, all I breathe, all I feel, you are all for me. I'm in, and just.
I have 2 uniforms for work. This and what's under this, which I cannot show you because it's nothing.
Creepiest home camera of footage PT.3.
TikTok has changed my life so much. So we went out to dinner and my kids were like, "Dad, I gotta use the bathroom." I look at my son, I said, "Okay, make sure you wash your hands." As I say this, my wife yells across the table, "Don't use the hand dryer." Everybody at the table's looking around like, fuck does she mean don't use the hand dryer? I tell my son, "Go ahead, go to the bathroom, hurry up back." Meanwhile, the rest of the table's still looking at me and my wife for an explanation. Short story shorter, we ended up whipping out our fucking phones and showing them the same fucking video. I will never use a hand dryer again. This is what I'm doing from now on.
Like your main type.
I want a big boy to pick me up and fuck me.
It's driving me